G'day and welcome to Galley Chats. I'm Dean Harrison, your chef and host. This is a place where not only the food is cooked, but where the crew drop in, the conversations just roll. It's the heart of the boat and everyone's got a story, so grab a bite and let's get into it. Okay, we are here with Queenie, who is a head chef on, it's a private boat, so I can't say which boat, but she's the head chef on a 90-meter plus boat. And we're just gonna have a little chat today. So if you just want to introduce yourself and tell me where you're from, and we'll start with where you kind of grew up and that life before yachting.
Okay, right, so my name is Superyacht, but I prefer to be called Queen, because that's the name that I was born with. Let's not get into it just now. Originally, I'm from Thailand. I'm 43 years old. Before yachting, I was, doing odd little things. I was a makeup artist and hairdresser. I ran family business doing construction. And then I jumped into a tour guide because I want to travel for free. And also, learn how to speak English as well. And then I got pregnant, stay-at-home mom for a few years. And then, I got into cooking thanks to my ex-husband. And
What kind of food was that?
I actually started with French.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, old enough. Because he was he's really healthy. And he was in Thailand, a lot of street food, you don't know what oil, which is true, you don't know what oil you use, what kind of cut of meat. You never know. Could be a dog, right? And then he was like, hey, why don't you start cooking? So then he downloaded the... it's called ROUX, R-O-U-X, cooking class. Okay. I got hooked.
Is that in Phuket or where is that?
No, it's just an online course. I don't know where he found it.
Okay.
It just, and a basic of making sauce, how to make steak, how to taste if the pan is, everything. And it was brilliant. I got hooked, and because of that, I also extend my culinary eating as well. I start eating steak and other thing, because otherwise how would I know what the taste should be like?
Exactly, yeah.
And then I jump into working in a hotel for a little bit, an opening team of the Michelin star restaurant in Phuket.
Okay.
And then we have some...
Is that where you grew up in Phuket?
No, I grew up from the north actually. From
where?
The north of Thailand.
Chiang Mai or?
Close to Chiang Mai. It's a little town called Nan.
Okay.
I was born there and raised until 5 years old. Was sent to Bangkok because the education is much better there. So my family sent everyone, me and my brothers. And then I kind of moved back north a little bit. And then after I got married, we were in Phuket because my ex-husband really loved it there.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's a tourist hotspot as well. So it's a lot of people come to Phuket for lots of tourism work and all those things. But you were like a 4x4 driver or something, you were saying?
Yes. So I started my adventure tour guide career with whitewater rafting, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because apparently I was loud enough to tell people, how to steer and whatnot. And but I'm not good at swimming.
Perfect.
You just need to know how to float, right? That's all you need to know. And then I progressed from there. I moved to Chiang Mai from my hometown. I moved to Chiang Mai and got a job as a 4x4 driver.
Cool.
It was good because my when I was running family business, we do a lot of job in the jungle, and I have to drive 4x4 anyway. So that was really fun. And then odd job here and there as a tour guide, odd job here and there. And the last 5 years of my career, I worked with the Australian American company that we do volunteerism, and then we do adventure tour around Thailand. And it was really, really good experience. Every year I had to be in Sydney for company training.
Cool.
And by about year 2, I got promoted to a senior leader, and I trained other staff to do tour as well.
And that was all in, so you did the tours in Thailand only?
In Thailand
Not
only.
in Australia? You just
Not
went
in
for
Australia. Yeah,
training.
I just went there for training, yeah.
Okay, and then, so I just want to go back to where you when you were growing up. So you grew up in the north, and you're one of 5 kids.
Yes.
The only girl, right?
The only girl, yeah.
So what was that kind of like?
Well, you know, you got 4 brothers. I got 3 older and 1 younger,
Uh-huh.
and so I was kind of like one of the boys, you know. And also with my family, female are actually more on a higher rank.
Wow.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently.
So yeah, so I was kind of raised to run the family.
Wow.
But still, in a way, we kind of tradition. We still respect our men. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we're punching. We. I didn't realize I was. Well, I mean, I know I was different from my brother, but with the education in Thailand is a bit different. So I thought somehow I'm gonna grow a beard like my father. Maybe that part will grow somehow. And I realized that at 7 that it would never happen. Because I asked my mom, like, when is my beard coming? When I grow that?
Oh, really?
You
Okay.
know?
That's funny.
And then when I realized, I was like, oh, okay, right. And then my mom taught me how to, like, how you look after your father, your brother. And even though you run family business, you're going to be strong, but you also have to know how to be a woman as well, you know, cook, clean, and all that. But I didn't actually cook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got
never cooked.
a housemaid,
Uh-huh.
and my father loved cooking, so he cooked for us, but he never taught me how to cook. Huh? I started cooking in 2012 when I was pregnant with him.
No way. So it wasn't something that you kind of, I guess, you grew up around it, but you never were cooking as a kid.
Yes, exactly. Because I mean, like I said, I have a housemaid and a nanny to look after us, and then my father loves cooking so much, so he, you know, cooked for us like
Amazing.
local food and all that. So yeah.
Amazing. So I asked that question because yachting for a female chef isn't. I think it's quite hard for a woman to get through this industry and be taken serious. It sucks because I've hired lots of female sous chefs in the past because I think it creates a great dynamic between whether they're the head chef and a male sous chef or vice versa. But it's a good combination of like work. I don't know the way that you can work together.
I do agree. It's like yin yang.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like we need the strength from a man, and we need the
creativity and the
and the dedication.
Yeah.
No, delicacy. You know, like a
Yeah, yeah.
softness. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, my English.
something to yeah.
Yeah, you know. So I think it's a very good combination when you have at least one female in your galley. You know.
I think so. Yeah.
And but it is quite hard, especially when you're Asian as well.
Yeah, you had a lot against you, I guess. Like
I do. Yeah, I do.
Unfortunately, it does happen in this industry where it's just
Yeah.
like it is a little harder for certain people. But I think you gain that strength for when you're growing up around all your brothers and
Yeah,
you know.
I think it helped as well, right? Like, and thanks to my mom to raise me the way that she did, because it made me very strong and independent, and never give up, you know. And but again, it is quite hard, like, because physically as well, right? You're not as strong as men. I work out a lot, so I can work. I don't want people to say, oh,
Yeah.
you couldn't do it because you're a woman, you know. But it's also like back to the race thing. Sometimes I do understand, like, you know, when you go on charter boat, it's really hard, especially when you're born and raised in Asia, to really get the head chef position or sous chef here
Yeah.
in the Med or in the Caribbean, because when people charter the boat, they want to see Western, they want to see face that can cook pasta. And, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but in Asia, of course, you know, then it's reverse, right?
Exactly. If
You know what I mean?
like I got hired to go into a boat and it was owned by Chinese people.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize they were Chinese till I got. He was American. The husband was American. She was Chinese, and I didn't know anything about Chinese cookery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I doing here? And then, you know, she came into the kitchen and he came into the galley.
What different
and
things.
started like making Chinese food and showing me. It's just, it wasn't my forte. And like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get that. So it can be reversed, but yeah, it's interesting.
It is really interesting.
So going back to before yachting, you were
Yeah.
on Masterchef Australia.
I was, yeah.
How did you even get there? What made you like apply for it?
My ex-husband, once again.
Okay.
So he's quite bossy, but in a good way.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he told me to start cooking, right? Do something, because he resigned me from work to be a stay-at-home mom. And he was like, let's do something, you know? So I started cooking. And then we moved back to Australia. So I pick up Western food even more, right? Because the ingredients and whatnot. And that's when I start to do Thai food as well, because I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so far away from everything, you know. And then in 2014, we moved back to Thailand, and he was like, babe, why don't you try MasterChef? Because it's only for amateur, right? And I was like, I don't know how. So he make a video because he's really good at it. So we do filming, he make an editing, send it, and they were like, hey, we like you. Why don't you come to Melbourne for the test of the competition, see if you can get into the short list of the top 50. And I was like, yeah, why not? You know, I flew in by myself, like they paid for everything, right? I was practicing for about 2 months at the time. Like first time working with lamb and how to make sauce and all that. Flew in, do a testing for like 2 days.
What does that involve? What do you have to do?
Okay, so the first round, apparently you do your whatever that you want to cook. So I did lamb with, I think it was lamb with mashed potato, pumpkin chips, and red wine reduction. And then the second one, if you pass that one, then you do the second one, which was the black box, you know, like you don't know what's there. So you're going to have to...
Like a mystery box.
Mystery box, yeah. And then I passed both rounds, and they was like, okay, you are kind of considering on the top 50, but we will tell you next week. So I flew back to Thailand, and then a few days after, they say, hey, we want you to come back and film for it. So I was like, oh, wow, okay, you know. And then they flew the whole family in as well.
No way,
so that was cool. Really, really fun. And the filming, I think I did like 2 days of filming, but it was like a briefing before that. No, actually, sorry, that was 3 days of filming, because the first day was like you cook your specialty, right? So I did the lamb thing because that's what I did on the first round. I didn't pass. I don't remember what was the reason, but if you got one yes from the 3 judges, then you get onto this. You get a second chance, basically, right? So the second chance, they have like 3 market things. So you got like Middle Eastern, Asian, and Western. So I pick up Asian, right? And I did the curry from the Northern.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was called khao soi.
Yeah, khao soi.
Khao soi, I love khao soi.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit stupid. I like seriously, because I was so focusing. So they're like, you make one dish. And I didn't think, why didn't I cook rice with it? Do you know what I mean? Like, so I just cooked the curry, and they're like, oh, we love it, but just too bad that you didn't have rice with it, you know? So I'm like, damn it. So I got the third chance, and then at the time there was a chef called Bennett, and we had to cook his dessert with the recipe that
that was one of the...
And then again, I did a couple of mistakes, so I didn't get into top 24. I forgot the sauce.
Oh, no.
And I forgot to put it on like a proper serving plate, you know. But it was fun. I wasn't sad about it.
So that was at the first round?
No, there was like 3 rounds.
Oh, there's 3 rounds.
So you have to like, because each round, if you pass, then you get the white apron.
Gotcha.
So they try to get like top 24, right? And if not, then you go on the second round. And if not, then you go on the third round. That was the last round before you get into top 24. And then that's when you go to the house.
Okay.
You know.
I find it interesting that you chose to cook a very Western dish, the lamb dish.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one. Is there a reason why you didn't cook like a traditional Thai dish from the north?
Well,
the first one. Yeah,
because the first one is like, at the time, my Western game was stronger than a Thai game.
Really?
Really, like, because I start with French, right? French, and then like I go with burger and whatnot.
Oh my God.
And I wasn't, and so when I did the second round, the khao soi, that was the first time I ever make it. Like, first time.
No way.
But I kind of was guessing that like the second round, they might expect me to cook Thai.
Yeah.
So I did the study the night before, like the ingredients and how to do it. And I make like a surf and turf, you know, with like chicken and then like soft shell crab.
Nice.
And it was really, really nice. Just too bad we don't have rice or noodle with it.
That's okay. I mean, that's a cool experience in itself. Is like such an achievement getting that far and
like I really didn't expecting it, and then I wasn't disappointed, you know. And one thing I really like about it is that it made me realize how much I actually enjoy cooking. And under pressure, I could still function quite well. And I was like, you know what, I want to turn pro. And then 2016, that's when I turned pro.
So you did you like a not apprenticeship, but like a training course?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Everything it was self-taught.
Self-taught.
Dessert, bread, all sort of food, Indian.
Where did you learn that from?
YouTube,
YouTube, yeah.
book,
There you go.
and I like talking to other chefs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go to a restaurant that I like, I'll be like, I know you can't tell me the secret, but I really want to learn how to cook this as an authentic, dish. Do you mind give me some hint and whatnot? And a lot of time they're like, hey, why don't you come around this time?
Oh, cool.
And I'll show you how.
No way.
You know?
That's cool. Yeah, I like that approach.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
mean, if you don't ask, you're only
Exactly.
going to get no, right? But if you
Exactly.
ask, there could be a yes. And then you get to learn with the chef that cooked the dish that you actually enjoy.
Mm.
So,
That's
yeah.
cool. So you turned pro, and then when was your did you have any jobs before your yacht position?
Yeah, my first job I worked for free.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of blessed as well. I work in a restaurant in a hotel. My friends were GMs of those hotels, so I said, look, I can talk to guests very well, and I'm not going to charge you any money. I just wanted the experience,
Okay.
working in commercial kitchen.
Uh-huh.
So the first one was Italian restaurant in Anantara Hotel in Phuket. So I was there for about 3 months, doing breakfast for the hotel in the morning, and then in the evening I go back for the Italian prepping and
Cool.
and whatnot. It was really cool. And then I moved to another hotel called Trisara, working in their fine dining restaurant. That when I met Jimmy, I love Jimmy. Jimmy, he's Dutch, and he gave me a lot of motivation. He's like one of my idol, basically. And this man, he started cooking since he was like 14 or something, you know.
Wow.
And his aim was running a Michelin star restaurant, and now he does. The
Wow,
first
that's
and the
cool.
only one in Phuket.
Is it?
Yes.
So what was it called?
Prue.
Prue.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
worked with him at the time at the restaurant called Seafood Restaurant. So I was doing cold kitchen, like starter and whatnot, like first fine dining, like a proper fine dining that I did. And he was aiming for the star at the time, right? So then 3-4 months in, they closed it down because they want to reconcept to Prue. And then he called me back, hey, look, I want you to work as a head of the hot kitchen. I was like, you sure? You trust me that much? Because I,
Wow.
at the time, didn't really cook a lot of meat in the, He was like, yeah, I can trust you. I want you to work with me. I'm like, cool. Can I ask for this much money? Because he
get
also
paid.
want me to go and talk to the guests as well due to my English and
Yeah,
my
that would-
confidence and stuff. And I really enjoy the work, So I went back for a few months, and then my family hit a bit of a finance crisis. And I knew one of the yacht chefs that worked in the same complex. That was living in the same complex.
In Phuket.
In Phuket.
Ah, okay.
She was working like for a long time. And she told me about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's give yachting a go. And that is how I got into yachting.
Wow. And your first job was on like a 47 meter, was it?
42 meters.
42 meter.
As a sous chef in Phuket, yeah.
Which is, for me, I mean, that's one of the harder roles is between 40 and 50 meters as a sous chef.
Yes.
So you literally got thrown in the deep end.
Well, I was, there was like a yacht show. And I walk around, because I heard about like, you got to go to the dock walk.
Yeah.
And, like giving all the CV and whatnot. And I somehow, I like that boat. It looked like a bloody floating iron.
What's it called?
Ocean Emerald.
Ah, okay. It's a
Yeah.
big grey and black. It's got like a...
It's
like this.
it's like
I've seen it there before,
Yeah,
yeah.
they have like Ocean Sapphire, Ocean
a
Ruby
few.
or something. Yeah, right now I think it's in Dubai.
Yeah.
It's a different owner now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I went there and then I saw the broker. I said, look, let's be honest. I can't charter this boat. I can't, but I want to jump into yachting. I'm a chef. Do you mind if I see the galley? I've never been on a yacht. I would love to.
Cool.
And she was like, you know what? Why not? So she showed me the galley and she was like, I really like your vibe. Send me the CV. A month later, they let go of the chef and she was like, why don't you come on?
No way.
I was like, sure. So that was really lucky because
Yeah,
first boat
that's-
is always really hard to get.
Really hard.
Really, really hard.
Yeah, it's a combination of luck and persistence, but it can be tough getting that first job.
Yeah.
So how was that when you first joined? Was it
Oh my gosh.
like, I remember when I was walking onto it was only a 30 meter, and I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, like completely just, my mind was blown, like the luxury of it, and just,
I
don't
feel
know.
the same way.
Everything was free, and you're like,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. But that boat, it didn't run like
It
the way
wasn't
that.
a normal,
Yeah,
like
it was so weird. because it's all Thai. Only the captain / owner, and he was like a live-on owner.
Oh, wow.
Who also work on the charter.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Captain / owner.
Yeah.
That's
So it's a little bit weird, but like, you know, I was like, this is not the yachting I heard. But
yeah.
hey, it is what it is.
First
you know?
job.
It's the first job. I'm gonna have to push it, right?
Uh-huh.
So, and also like I think like the problem was, I was working in fine dining, and I was used to with like you got to make everything from scratch, right? Mayonnaise and all these like decoration, and you don't know shortcut because you feel like if you buy a jar of mayonnaise, you disrespect yourself because you always do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my mistake was that mindset as well, right? And like, you know, like the planning, the provision, because you don't know, like if you order a kilo of frise, for example, it came like that. When you just want that.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. And then now you're like, shit, where am I going to store all this stuff? You know, because it's only 42 meters.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, and then like you have to like plan how to make dessert and then all that. And then, you know, because you came from commercial, you got rational. Now you got Millet from home.
Yeah.
And it's screwed up a lot of things that you do, you know?
It's like those things that yacht chefs need to almost like, not leave the ego at the door, but just like you're by yourself usually, or maybe have a sous chef, or if you're lucky, another crew chef, but you don't have a brigade to make the mayonnaise and everything from scratch. You really have to be the conductor of the orchestra and just like find the best ingredients, find the best producers, and then bring it all together. And then you're the person that kind of, you know, cooks and plates it up. But you have to, I was doing everything at the beginning as well. I was doing all the fermentations, and I still do some, but you really want to do everything at the beginning because you think that's what yachting is about.
Exactly.
But it's impossible, else you'll never sleep.
Exactly. like we know how to make bread, but if you're smart, you buy it from very good provisioner.
I talked recently. I'm like, I'm never going to make a baguette in France or bread in Europe. I'll make, you know, sourdough because you can't get that anywhere. But I'm not going to go making everything from scratch. It's just impossible.
It is, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to work smart. You also have to rest, and you also have to, especially when you have to cook for crew as well.
Yeah.
Right. You got to be smart at that and. There's nothing wrong with buying frozen pastry and then prove it overnight and bake it and claim that you make it.
Exactly.
You know?
We might cut that out. No, I'm joking. So that was your first job, which is a super interesting start to your career. And then what happened after that?
So then I do that. And then I was like, you know what? I want to go a bit more in a proper style. So I did 1 month in 35 meters in Phuket still. And then I got onto like an emergency case for my friend. There was like 20 hours gap in between.
Oh, wow.
And it was a nightmare on that boat. I cooked for a Russian, 12 people, very high demand. Start breakfast at 6, lunch and dinner on time, 12 and 7, 3 appetizer, 3 meat, 3 side dishes, 3 salad, 3 dessert.
Oh my God.
And it has to be homemade. And I have 12 crew to cook for. And the fridge, the chef before was a disaster. So, you know, like you open the door of the fridge, chicken juice from the top.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? So I stepped on and said, bruv, tell your boss I'm not cooking for the next 24 hours. I need to clear this first. And then I have to go provision. And I did that for 2 weeks, screwed up my arms from chucking the oyster as well. And then like, I had 4 hours slept. That was the hardest boat I ever worked on.
Really? I mean, it sounds like it.
It was, but it's still one of the best experience I had because I knew I could do it. You know, if you slept for 4 hours after like 1 month and then you had 20 hours in between and very high demand all the time. Oh my
God.
It was really, really hard. And then I got like bits and bobs, you know, like 60 meters as a guest chef, as a head chef, whatever in the with a Hong Kong boat. And then I got like a first really, really good job on 75-meter cloud break relief cruise chef.
Oh, amazing.
I love that boat.
Yeah,
that was like a proper run boat.
Real one, yeah.
Real one. And it was like a month and a half during COVID.
Very cool.
In Phuket.
It was in Phuket because they're always traveling remote
Yes.
destinations, like really explorer style yacht, right?
Yeah, but I didn't get that.
You didn't. You just
I
stayed in
didn't get
Phuket.
that. I was
Just
in
stayed.
Phuket during COVID. They were going to take me to Europe because I think it was Malta at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But because of COVID, my country wouldn't stamp me out because they didn't know either or not I would be able to come back in.
Gotcha.
You know, so I
So you
kind
had
of
to stay.
I had to stay. And then a few months after, I got a sous chef on 47 meters in Langkawi. But like we joined the boat in Singapore, and it was one of the best boat I worked on as
Wow.
well. And still, it with the Western standard, you know, Western, a lot of Western staff. 1 year, I haven't seen my son for 1 whole year.
Oh my God.
I need to keep the job because I need the slip to get the home mortgage and stuff.
Oh my God.
It was like, okay, like really, really hard. Like I live my life, of course, but haven't
That's
seen
tough.
him. Yeah,
So he's actually just behind the camera now, but
a bit shy.
patiently waiting. But I actually want to talk about that because it's not that common for someone to have a kid and being in the yachting industry. It's quite hard.
Yeah.
Relationships are hard already, but then having a kid as well, it's like you obviously wanted to provide for him, and it's great money to be in yachting as well compared to Thailand,
Other things,
right?
yeah.
I mean, can you tell us like how that was like?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, it is quite hard. Like when I start yachting, I was still with his father. So when I go to work, then I do kind of freelancing as well. I only go on when they have charter, right? So he would stay with his father.
Okay.
So I don't have any worried about it, you know. But after the divorce, I quit yachting for 1.5 years to work with Minor Hotel Group because I want to be closer to him. I didn't want him to think that, where did mommy go? Why did she, you know what I mean? Like, why did she leave me and stuff? And I also wanted to gain experience on management as well. And it was a very good experience opening the beach club, learning how to design the kitchen and, pick the staff, like decide the menu, cost and all that. That was really, really good as well. And then October 2019, I was like, you know what? I cannot do this anymore. Not enough money. I work even harder than yachting. Barely see my son.
Wow.
So I might as well come back to yachting, right? So what we did is, I'm still doing actually. So when I work, he stayed with his father and his stepmom. And bless me, his stepmom is an amazing woman. You know, like if you don't have that kind of peace about who and how your son was raised,
Thinking about it.
you'll be thinking about it, right? And when I have off time, half of the time he would be with me. And another half he would also be with his father because I also need my own time to relax, seeing doctor, physio,
Catching up on
catching up with life, and all that.
Yeah.
So is it hard, baby, that mommy always going away?
Yeah.
It is a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, but he understood, like I need to work hard because I have to pay for the house, I have to pay for the car, I have to pay for this trip that we're coming, right? And I also want to show him that mommy is a strong person. She could do whatever she set her mind on. And I want him to be that person as well. And we keep in touch by messaging and the video call. Thanks for the new technology, right?
Lots of video calls.
Lots of video call. And, when I'm home, I try to be as present as much as I can. Like I said, but I also have to manage my own time to have that rest time before I go back to work as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. So are you on rotation now?
No, I have days. I have 121 days a year.
How many?
121 days.
121, okay.
So yeah, it's not bad. Like maybe in the next year, I would ask for
Rotation, maybe?
rotation.
Yeah.
A bit less money, but more time
More
with
time.
family.
If
Yeah.
I find at the beginning I was like, yeah, I can work, have 38 days off a year, but now it's just like
No
time
way
is
for
so
me.
important.
So important.
And you value that over money,
Yes, exactly. Like I still need good money.
Yeah.
Don't take me wrong. But I can go down a little bit if
Yeah.
that give me an extra 2 months to be with my son.
Exactly.
And like I barely see my own parents as well. And I want to work a little bit harder this year, saving as much money as I can. So next year I can bring all of them to Europe for a trip together.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool. That'd be fun. Get the whole
Yeah.
family over here.
exactly.
So I wanted to talk about, I always saw like you and the head chef like joking around and having fun. I always sense like this, like someone that you did lots of pranks and stuff on board.
I do, yeah.
I've seen some videos and things. So I don't know where's that coming from.
It's just my personality.
Yeah.
it's also a bad thing as well because people don't take me seriously because how funny I am, you know. But I just think like why you don't need to be serious all the time. You can always have fun. You know, our job is so hard already, right? We high stress. Like you barely sleep, you barely eat, and you know sometimes they're like, no, I don't want this, I want that.
Just
Do you know what I mean?
Stressful.
So like stressful, and I just think life is so short to be unhappy as well.
Yeah.
And you know, like, and there's a place and time, obviously, that you do the prank and everything. You know.
I mean, I found it funny. So when I've
Yeah,
watched it, so
me too. And
I'm not sure how the chef felt, but he looked like he was having
Giacomo.
fun. Yeah.
Giacomo is the love of my life in terms of work. Okay, we like brother and sister. On my previous boat, Severance, the charter boat, that's how I met him. That was his first boat.
Okay.
And he got on the current boat, and he got me on a year after. Guess I work well with him, right? And even though he's my boss, but he also respect me as well in a way. You know, like he asks for my input, and sometimes when it's a serious matter, I'll be like, babe, let's look at it this way. Maybe if we manage it this way, it might be better. And you know, I like that he doesn't really have that authority of like, you only listen to what, do you know what I mean? Like,
that's cool.
I can't work with that as well because sometimes we could be wrong, right? And it's good to have that support of like, no, babe, look, I have your back. I think you look at it different way. Maybe this way might be better. Do you know what I mean?
So you guys work together in that way. It's quite cool.
Like sometimes you'll be like, babe, I was like, what? Fuck you. I was like, thank you, I'm busy here. Do you know what I mean?
Where's he from? He's English?
He's Italian.
He's Italian,
He's
okay.
Italian, but he spent a lot of time in France, so he's like fluent in French.
Okay.
More like French than Italian, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Very sassy.
Yeah, that sounds fun though.
It is really
so
fun.
what are you mostly cooking for the guests? Are you doing a bit of Thai still, or are you mixing it up like?
Well, it depends on the boat, right? Like, but
this particular boat.
This particular boat, I support Giacomo. So like whatever menu that he designed. So our boss like simple, rustic, but like very flavorful food, and Giacomo is very good at that. So I look after chill soup, salad, side dishes, some dessert. But when it's Thai, then I run that, and then he helped to support me.
Very cool.
And our boss loves Thai food as well. So like at least once a week, we would offer that. And then a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of... I don't think we cook Indian for him yet. I'm not so sure if he actually like it.
Okay.
But we'll bring it on.
Yeah. Mix it up.
Mix it up. And then I also cook for crew as well. Like if we have enough time, and especially downtime, me and the crew chef, we would take turn. If he cook breakfast, then if he cook lunch, then I do dinner, and then I close the galley as well.
Mix up. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Mix up a little bit. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you said you like to obviously work out and stay fit.
Yes.
So this is one of the issues that we have on boats with. You're on a big boat, fortunately. I'm sure you have like a good space.
Yes, we have a little gym, yeah.
So can you like give anyone advice that's on like maybe a smaller boat, like what they can do to stay fit when they're like not on the dock, I guess. They can't get off the boat.
Yeah, no, I think like discipline is very important as well, right?
Yeah.
I would say like for me, even on the big boat, I have my own mini band. I have like a resistant band, the big one. I got a small Pilates ball. You know, like at least in the morning, I do 5 minutes planking.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a total body workout, right? And then if I have a time on a break, if I try to push myself, but at least I do band workout. You know, like band workout, like if you know how, that's a bitch. Excuse my language, baby, sorry. Yeah, it could be quite hard, especially if you go slow and focus on it. Mobility, so important because we stand all the time.
Yeah.
Right? I would say like core workout, because if you can't stand straight, and then leg workout, obviously, because you want to be stable.
Yeah.
And then mobility, so important, like especially with the hip flexor. And you know, we being a chef with our shoulders and our wrist, you know, like I even do like a wrist workout as well because I have carpal tunnel on both arms.
Oh God.
I got tennis elbow on both arms as well, and you couldn't really do much. And apparently, as a female chef, female chef got it a lot more than male chef due to our
No,
hormone.
yeah, something there. My sister's a barista and she has really bad carpal tunnel and
Yeah, the Vang, I have all that.
yeah.
That thing is worse than carpal tunnel.
Wow, yeah, I heard it's painful.
It is painful,
Oh my God.
And also, like, you also take some supplement, right? Like in the
Yeah.
morning, I do creatine, I do vitamin C, zinc, and all that.
Okay.
And then like protein shake. But yeah, try to work out at least like 15, 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what it is. You know, like it's also give you that energy boost as well, right? Because we need to carry heavy stuff and all
Yeah,
that.
long days.
Long days and nap. A lot of nap.
So I have one final question, and I think you kind of push through a lot of adversities, and you've come from Thailand, and you're a female in the industry. So, is there any advice you can give to women and anyone that's like maybe not sure if they're going to make it in the yachting industry? It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Generally as anyone. So I don't know if you have any advice.
For me,
what would you do?
My advice would be first is be brave. Believe in yourself. You know, because sometimes you go in and you're like kind of nervous, either or not, I can do it, especially as a cruise chef as well, or sous chef, right? So be brave, like believe in yourself, practice, and also I would say like communication. But don't be emotional. Communicate well with your co-worker, and like sometimes you can ask them like, look, one dish, it could be a different way that you do it, right? This is how I do it, but how would you like me to do it?
Yeah.
Because sometimes like what I found is sometimes I do things my way, and people judge me as like, no, that's not the right way to do. Why do you do it that way?
It's just different, yeah.
Yeah, it is different. So, but that's how I learned to do it from other chefs. They're also a good chef. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah, just tell me how you want it done.
Just tell me how you want me to do it.
Yeah, communication is important.
Communication.
Yeah.
Like it could be the same outcome, but just a different road to get there. So I think communication is a good way. And us women, we have hormone and we can get very emotional when we got shouted at or when we got critiqued. Try not to take it personally.
Yeah.
Keep smiling, keep pushing. Tomorrow is a new day, right? And yeah, I mean, call them a bitch behind their back, maybe.
Whatever works.
Whatever works, just get there. Yeah. So that would be my advice.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for popping in. I know you're busy and you're up to a lot of things now. So yeah, appreciate your time.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's really, really fun, and I hope the experience and the thought and the mindset would somehow help you guys as well.
I'm sure it will be. Yeah, that was some great stories there. We could have talked for another couple of hours, I'm sure. But
yeah, maybe some other time. And
Amazing.
like if you guys see me on the street, come and say hi. Weird enough, people say, "Is that you?" On my DM later, I was like, "Why didn't you just come and say hi?"
A lot of people do that to me as well. I'm just like, you should have just.
We're not celebrity. We're just known in the industry. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I love it when people come and say hi.
Yeah,
and,
me too. Me too.
because it's more fun that way.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much as well.
Sweet.
Sweet.
That's it for this week's episode. Thanks for dropping by the galley for a chat. We'll see you later and take care.